Right now at 6:30, it is happening. Breaking news on the vaccine front. The New York Times and Washington Post now reporting just now that the FDA has given Pfizer the green light to distribute its COVID vaccine. Now comes the race to vaccinate as many Americans as possible, as quickly as possible. This is a game changer, a huge development in the fight against COVID here in the U.S., Raj.
And bottom line, this opens the door for immediate distribution. We are expected to get the first doses in the Bay Area by next week. It could be as early as Monday or Tuesday. Let's bring in Anoushah Rasta, who joins us now with more on this breaking news. Anoushah.
That's right. Well, tonight's approval by the FDA is the last major hurdle left. It comes just over 24 hours after the advisory panel recommended to the FDA that the agency grant Pfizer the emergency use authorization for its COVID-19 vaccine. Now, initial reports seem to indicate that FDA approval would come tomorrow. But then this morning, President Trump tweeted directly to the head of the FDA, Dr. Stephen Hahn, attempting to order him to give final approval today. The Washington Post also reported that the White House chief of staff threatened Dr. Hahn's job, saying, "Grant Pfizer the emergency use authorization or resign." Now, earlier today, I spoke with a Stanford doctor named Haley Gans, who is also one of the committee members on that FDA vaccine advisory panel. She was among the majority who voted yes to recommend that vaccine to the agency at yesterday's hearing. She says that the committee was in no way pressured by politics.
I can tell you that none of us even had politics in our minds as we moved through this process. The science is clean. The infrastructure is clean. Everything that people have really put into place, I haven't heard one word about anything political.
Now that the FDA has given Pfizer the green light, California will receive 327,000 doses of the Pfizer vaccine in its first allocation. The Bay Area is anticipating just over 80,000 of those doses. They are expecting those doses to arrive starting Tuesday. The first U.S. vaccination is currently expected to happen on Monday. And the expectation is that it'll be a frontline healthcare worker. Again, just minutes ago, the FDA giving emergency use authorization to the first vaccine for COVID-19. Big breaking news here in the fight against the virus. Back to you.
Okay, Anoushah, thank you. It is a big story for all of us. So now the question is, with this vaccine approved for emergency distribution here, we get it next week. How easy is it going to be, not just next week, but in these next several months to get vaccinated? NBC News looked at how close the average American lives to a distribution site. The areas in blue are where more than 90% of people live within 5 miles of a pharmacy or doctor's office. That's much of the East Coast. You see a lot of blue here. That means you live within 5 miles of a doctor's office, hospitals, or even a Walgreens. The areas in red are where people live more than 50 miles from a site. A lot of the Midwest here, some of the western states, Wyoming, Idaho, Nevada, there is what you see. Let's zoom in now in the Bay Area. Remember, you want to be blue in terms of accessibility to a site. Bay Area mostly in blue. That makes sense. 99% of the people who live, for example, in Santa Clara County, live within 5 miles of a pharmacy or doctor's office. Napa County, up here, the only county that's not in blue, only 54% of people in Napa County live within 5 miles of a distribution site.